by the Mezzaluna. Still looking back to the west into Wareham, west into Wareham. I might have said east into Wareham the other way. I might have screwed that up. But anyway, we got some crosswalks down this end. Not so much at the other end. We got the crosswalks at this end that have the signage saying it's the state law that you're allowed to cross here without being killed. But no, meaning that a little bit more of a heads up for them to try to stop. But we could use some of those the other end. As well as, and I assume it's because of the Mass DOT project at that Rotary just ahead of me. But somebody at Mass DOT, that's their box, that's their number. And hopefully they'll be willing to share the data with our town and our police department as to exact speeds, time of day, and everything that we registered here. And now we're down at the other end by Red Top and Mezzaluna. In the Dunkin' Donuts area where job lot, lots of folks cross. Lots of folks try to cross. And right now we've had on this side of the Rotary at least one fatality in the last 18 months. And on the far side of the Rotary by the Starbucks, multiple incidents, and I believe a fatality over there as well on that side. But hopefully some of that will be remedied. No, nobody stopped for him. He's waiting. He got one stop for you. You're lucky. But don't trust that guy. You gotta be your head on the swivel down here at this end. As I said, it's not all the fault of the drivers. You got people coming off the road on bicycles going the wrong way through parking spaces to go to work and all, but it just makes one more challenge for the drivers to deal with as they come in. Be interesting to see what happens once they turn the signage on, the flashing lights, the pedestrian crossings up ahead. I'm also interested to see if that means they're going to eliminate this one and make everybody just cross over there, or at the one back behind me at 250 yards. I don't know. We'll talk about that here. Let's just take a look for a minute, see what we're dealing with at this end as people approach the crosswalk. Try to cross it just a minute, and then I'll walk the rest of my normal route towards Old Bridge Road. See, and there's plenty of times of the day when there's nothing really happening. Easy to cross. I understand that. Bridge traffic all backed up this morning. But then there's other periods where it's non-stop traffic over and over again. And it can be pretty tricky and dicey to get across, depending on your age and mobility status. Or your attention to detail. I believe that's what happened to the fatality that was right here at the thing. I've seen more than one person with a scratchy in their hand coming out of the Shell station, walking back across this street to get across to the job lot area or the housing behind me or whatever, and not exactly use the crosswalk. Almost get nailed. So it can be a tricky spot. Not everything is the fault of the driver. Starting to get a little bit more crowded. I'll go ahead and give it a shot. Cross here in a second. I don't want to play I gotcha. That's not what I'm about. Yeah, well, don't watch me film you. Watch the road, brother. Oh, that was close. There's another close one. Sure, come across two sets of double yellow lines and come this way. That's probably the approved direction to travel. Guess they should have extended that island a little further. 1, Thank you. I'll go behind you. Hi. Yeah. Go ahead. You're already in. You could have thought of that ahead of time, I guess, but your coffee's important. That's why you gotta be paying attention. Too many curb cuts down here. A drive-through window. People crossing triple, quadruple cuts of lines. Give me a break. And you think this is gonna work? No way. And where's the person supposed to cross here? You made a cut for them. You really expect them to get across that? Really? You just saw how that guy flew through there. Somebody's gonna come off of that. And you're gonna expect this person to get across there? Good luck to them. Be very careful. I would be crossing over here if I was a real human. Thought I had a chance. But there's not a crosswalk here. They built the curb. And I'm sure we'll get our fog line here shortly. The fog line will keep people from jumping up on the curb and thinking it's part of the road still. Because I've seen that already. So I cross here as soon as I can. Get away from that side. And then the curb is also the driveway for several of these homes. So cars have a tendency to stick all the way out across the sidewalk area. It was that way before. You see the sidewalk is mighty thin over there. It's not really a uniform cut somehow. We'll get one more look over the old bridge road here in a second. Yeah. But that's pretty much the end of the traffic problem now that we're back on Old Bridge Road here, and Everett will be up ahead. But at the moment, this isn't an issue. Access area to the Maritime Academy's property. Well, it's their property. They own that spot too. There used to be an old house there that got torn down. But they own this lot, and it goes back between the old Boughton goggle factory. Have to wait and see what that turns into. But anyway, nice view of the bridge. Traffic's crawling. But at least for the moment, you saw that that was not impacting traffic onto Buzzards Bay or at the Rotary. So, Scenic Highway, etc. So far, so good. But that's just commuting traffic. Everybody going back and forth to Cape Cod to get on to work. The kids would be stuck in that every day for the school bus on a regular basis, even right now. Don't even want to think about what it's going to be like when the bridges get started to be done. But we have thought about contingency plans in our household, so we shall see. But nope, just a nice walk on Old Bridge now, down to the canal. But that's just another quick few minutes of what you get here at the east end of Buzzards Bay, at the Rotary down here. That one might, I have to look that up. That might be the Belmont, and the other one might be the Memorial. I have to get the names right. Sometimes I get confused with that. I'll Google it. I'll get the right answer later. And I'll put the appropriate names in the links to the video before I post them. Have a good morning, everybody.